Are you tired of feeders ruining your games in League? SkillCapped is an instructional site that will help you carry so hard it won't matter. With new video guides every single day, I highly recommend you give it a shot. Check out skillcap.com today.
Lane tower much faster, and because it gives you that first blood tower gold, if you lane swap, you're going to be really far behind because they'll take that bot tower so quickly, and you definitely, if you lane swap, won't be able to outpush it anymore and take it before they do. So that's the main reason. If you lane swap, you're almost guaranteeing the fact that they will get the first blood tower gold and probably dragon. And the reason why they wanted to do away with lane swaps was so that the early game is not so boring. That was probably the primary reason why I stopped watching pro play, was because the early game, first 10-15 minutes, nothing would happen. They're just trading gold and experience, and then nothing happened until the mid game, and it felt like a waste of time. Like, you would rather them play standard and have excitement, and you actually get to see the top laners match up, and you actually get to see the bot lanes match up, and you can actually trash talk and say, yeah, you know, whatever the relevant trash talk is these days. Are people still hating on double lift? Are people still hating on 6A? Like, I don't know. Like, the whole CLG TSM old rivalry definitely feels better from a fan standpoint when you actually see them match up in lane, and not this like kind of weird pseudo early game where nothing happens and they don't actually match up, and one team takes an advantage and eventually 30 minutes later wins because of a very slow grind. That is why. Rough, man. I've got a lot of potions, but they played it right. The correct... Oh, that was a Tito mid lane, first blood. The correct response for... He's dead. Oh! I doubted you, friend. He leveled up. Level up. But the correct response for them doing the jungle camp is you try to zone them from the wave. Champions like Morgana at level 1 are really good at doing that, because if the binding hits, then you get easy harass off as an AD carry. Especially Lucian, who's got a crazy good early game, is quite formidable for a Jhin to deal with at level 1 when he's bound. So they played it right. There's not much we can do, because at level 1, if I don't have my hook, I can't just like stick to them. I did what I could to get them to focus me and buy time for Jhin to like try to push the lane in a little bit, or at least to get some harass off. I'm glad he lived, but we're going to be really behind on him. So that's just something worth remembering. If they do the jungle camp, you don't try to zone them from the wave and just fight right away. Because if you don't, and they come to lane and you play standard, they will have an experience advantage on you, and Jhin would have hit 2 before them, and we would have been able to do the same to them, zone them from the wave entirely. It works because you come from the jungle losing some health, right? Like, you're kind of lowish after doing the Krugs, and you're full HP, and, well, there's that span between the lane and the minions and them coming that you can zone them from. Damn, she threw out her cocoon way early. We still get the kill. But she should have had a little bit more patience. She should have had more patience. I shouldn't say a little. Because if she cocoons on the target that I'm setting up a CC, it's almost a guaranteed hit. I can't get there. If we had waited to spook him until like this big wave is under the tower, we could surround him. Wow, that actually worked. He didn't dash. Got my passive off. It's a nice teleport. I might just go Targons into sustain. I could buy a refillable here, but I wouldn't have a pink word, so I'll just play it safe and get triple biscuits and a pink, and then get the Targons for sustain. Because just buying boots by themselves won't be that big of a difference in lanes that are all or nothing. Like you just hook and you go all in, you're just gonna need to be tanky enough. If I could have bought boots too, though, if I had like 100 more golds, 200 more golds, I would have gone for mobility boots, and that would have been a big difference. Our ability to just like roam would have become stronger. If Lucian had dashed my hook, I would have hit the wall, and that play wouldn't have been possible. I think he maybe expected the Morgana to black shield him. I don't really know. If we go in right away and their jungler's just sitting in the bushes, that would be... Oh my god. That was almost a double kill. I think we should have managed our damage better. Oh, I love Thunderlords on Nautilus. That unexpected amount of damage from your basic abilities. Why did I... A lot of you are probably like, Valkrin, why did you stop playing support? This gets old pretty fast. Even though you can like dominate, get your AD carry really fed, I had like one too many games that just got really boring and probably were thrown from our carries. It's fun to do this, it's fun to get your team fed, but I just got really tired of it. There's only so much you can do as a support. You can get your team really fed, but then things become in their hands late game. You can throw all the perfect crowd control abilities on the certain targets, but it just got old. Going this way is risky. I'll probably block it for him. Only because if he accidentally gets hit by it, he will die. Alright, we're gonna get to experience this amazing new ult. Alright, so what I did there is kind of sneaky. I ulted the Lucian and went for the Morgana. So the black shield's definitely going to be used on Lucian, but oh fuck. Wait, I might die too. Sorry friend, you're definitely dead. I gotta try to live. It's gonna be doable. I can't crowd control Olaf. When you're a support against that type of thing, you're like, what do I do? Yeah, I can't save you. I don't want them to get damage on this tower. If they would have tried to push it in, I would have like died for the protection of the tower. Because whoever gets the first tower gets a massive advantage these days. Alright. I'm recalling late. This is also sometimes a mistake to recall this late, because it'll mean that your AD carry gets back to lane when you're not there, and he could die right now if they're bush camping or something. Hamza Lolly, thanks for subbing. I appreciate the support. Welcome to the channel. Oh, here we go. Oh. Snipe him. He's getting greedy. He ignited me. Woo. The greed. My pink ward's still not taken yet. But what I was saying before is your recall timings as a support, as a jungler, as a playmaker, your recall timings will dictate what you're able to do in the right times. So your team, the telltale sign of like low elo and whatnot is inevitably players that just go in, right? They're like in a position, they want to fight, they just go in. They're not going to look at the minimap. You need to be ready. So you need to be like recalled in some situations when your team is recalled so that you're not like going back as they're coming back to the middle lane or something like that, out of laning phase and looking to fight. If that happens where you're playing support and you're recalling at the wrong times, it'll become noticeable because you won't be where your team is, and they'll probably be dying a lot. You won't be impactful. Bear Senior, 6 months. Your mid games are really fun to watch. Your jungle, since you play so many off-meta picks, doesn't always go well, and your support play is amazing. Thanks, man. 6 months. Welcome back. Because I have to play around terrain, it can be rather difficult. Fuck. I think if we had focused one target, we got all three kind of lowish. If we had both been on the right target, I think we could have taken at least one with us. Maybe I should have ulted way sooner, but two of the targets won't be crowd controlled. Olaf for sure can't get CC'd. Either Lucian or Morgana will be black shielded. It's really hard to work around that when you only have a short period of time before your AD carry is going to be mauled to death mercilessly by all three. But when they ran us past the minions, that was the moment where we should have known we were getting ganked, and that's why we both ran. But I definitely needed to ult sooner and try to get them to blow black shield on the wrong target and then buy time for Jhin. We got Sightstone a little bit late, but even if we had a ward there, I mean, we knew we were getting ganked when they went that aggressive and he wasn't in range yet, but Ghost Olaf with ultimate can cover a lot of distance. This is probably shroomed, but let's see if we can... Oh god, Olaf's running over here. I also don't like playing bot lane when you're getting roamed on. Like, a lot of teleports happen bottom, a lot of jungle ganks. It can feel like you versus the world sometimes. Because usually it is. It's another reason why I stopped playing as much support. You can be better than their bot lane, or maybe not better, but in a superior matchup. But, that was unlikely to hit because he had his dash up still, but if it did hit, if he was out of range of the black shield, it would have been really nice. But yeah, if you're just getting camped a lot, it's really hard for you to do much about it as support besides roam. And in this particular game, we are still really ahead bot lane. Like Jhin is 4-2 and I'm 1-2-4. But we can't go aggressive until we know where their jungler is, and he's hovering over here. So roaming the mid is usually what you do. Oh, I can't. Okay, this is safe to recall. I use the sweeper first because it'll disable Teemo shrooms, and you don't always want to recall out in the open, but no one else is alive on this side of the map. Their bot lane was still bottom. I think we're just going to go for a face of the mountain this game. While I can't crowd control Olaf, what I could do is use my face of the mountain to help keep my AD carry alive through the ultimate. Or myself. And eventually I'll get the Ruby Sightstone. And it's my understanding, or at least from my experience of playing support this meta and seeing other supports play it, if you're ahead, an ideal build would be going as a tank support, face of the mountain, into Locket. And then get Ruby Sightstone. Wait, we're still going into this? I don't have anything, man. Wow. Okay. I didn't have any more like abilities for a while. I just didn't realize he would be able to take it from there after he flashed. Let me try to get rid of as many of these frames as I can with this shield. Because they took our bot tower, if I want our Jhin to go bot lane, I need to ward for him. But we can just roam from here and just like pressure the other turrets. We don't even have to go bot lane right now. But we need to keep track of their team. I could have stolen that, my Q.
Shen in the support role. I'm wondering if you think it's any good. I've gotten to D5 on all my accounts with it. Easily, but I have trouble getting past that one tricking it.
Ophren? Was it Ophren, man? I haven't seen Shen support after the rework. Maybe, but like one time. If it's working for you, I would say just keep doing it until it stops working. But the reason why you probably don't see it too often in Challenger, Master, or even in the LCS, is because it doesn't offer what other supports can bring. Like, even though you got the global ultimate, your laning phase is really weak on Shin against players that are playing double range. Say like they're playing Caitlyn Karma or Jhin Karma or Morgana or something like that. You would just get like kind of crippled by their ability to kite you, and you can't harass from ranged. So that's the primary reason why you don't see it very often in like the highest level of play, is because those players playing Karma support and Bard support, they will make you miserable because you'll never be able to harass them. They'll take the advantage and bully your AD carry. But if he's working for you now, keep playing it until it doesn't work and then switch. But that's just the rundown on Shin support right now. It's not good enough against the range supports to make it worth it. And Air Dragon has the fastest attack. So as a jungler trying to solo this is the hardest, because he attacks so much faster and does more damage. The other dragons, you know, will do like splash damage, or Water Drake will slow you. But if you're soloing dragons, just remember that the Air Dragon's the hardest to solo because he attacks the fastest. Doesn't do multi-target damage, but he attacks the fastest. Maybe finish this guy. See ya. Oh, the taunt. GG. Shield! Oh, my shield had half a second on it. Oh, fuck. Our team was like coming up to that bush, so I was like, that should be safe, right? There's not a Lucian in that bush. He's dead anyways. Behind enemy lines, Lucian. Very rarely can you pull that off on an AD carry when your team is losing to make it worthwhile. Yeah, very close to getting my shield up. I would have lived. It's a pretty hefty shield, and I don't think he could have finished me before my team killed him. So, pretty close. Uh-oh. That doesn't look like a good idea. Right, don't. Oh, fuck. I got knocked back. I don't think we can get this unless he can get the snare. Jhin can get the snare, maybe. Snare, 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 snare. Oh, fuck. I hate Riven. Riven is so annoying, man. At least we got a kill on it. I missed my hook, but she has the advantage because she can see where the hook's going and then use her third Q or her dash to dodge that way. scale it back like 3 notches. Our team is winning, but we're starting to go into these like super Clown Fiesta-y plays where our team's not able to recover and like fully group before the next fight. It's just like chasing Rivens between like 2 towers and a teleport into like running into 3 dudes. We just need a group. That's why you hear people in ranked just like spam that, like group please, group please. The true meaning behind it is like if you stay in these extended long fights and you're constantly chasing and stuff, even if your team has the advantage, that's how games are thrown, is by consistently running into a bad play, a bad fight. But if your team is winning and you just group as 5, there's really not much the enemy team can do. I know it's dangerous. I just fucking got darted in the face. But yeah, the trick is just to group and press your advantage when they can't outnumber you. Holy shit, there's a dude here. Oh fuck! I pulled the Riven away from the Jhin snare. That was really bad for me. I could have waited till after, but I was just I was trying to lock down the Riven as long as I could, so Jhin could just hit her with autos. And then after I used my CC, that's when I thought Jhin would use the snare, but we didn't time it very well. Since my Q can displace him a little bit, I just wanted to chain together all my CC perfectly to set up for the best Jhin snare possible. Unfortunately, we used it at the same time. I can't reach her without her avoiding it. Okay, he is absolutely dead. I might die too. Fuck. Alright. This guy is quite hefty. Just kill him, dude. Ah. I ignited him thinking Jhin was just gonna sit there and auto him instead of running. We could have killed him. His team was too far, and igniting would have been great because it's going to lower Olaf's healing from his W. And so it would be better to ignite him once we're committed to the play like that, because he won't get any full sustain from his W auto-attacking. But Jhin just like panicked and ran. But yeah, if Olaf like stayed like a couple seconds longer, like 1 or 2, Jhin could have just finished him with his 4th bullet. But positioning was really important. I let him have the kill. I definitely could have taken it, but I could get him killed here. If I just like stepped on that shroom. Black shield is used. I can wait it out. Sweepers are Teemo's... No, don't step on it! Okay, good. The sweeper disables it, but it's still kind of scary when you see it briefly and someone just like steps on it. Even though I haven't played the full game yet of Nautilus, Nautilus support's probably decent again. Decent. There are definitely going to be some garbage matchups for him, but he's relatively easy to play, and they only made him stronger now. I don't know about outside of support, though. Like, top and Nautilus, top and support are totally different. Top and jungle, very different. Fuck. I ate an unnecessary binding. WW7 Kaladin, 7 months. Welcome back, man. Thanks for the resub. Yeah, they could rush Baron if we're not careful. Tower's quite low. Fuck. Damn it. I flashed to try to snare the Riven before she could get to the gangplank, but she CC'd me first. It's a pretty good Rumble ult. Pretty good. Seems good, man. Oh, he hit the snare. He flashed over that wall. Is this Baron a good idea? Maybe not with Gangplank starting it early. He's gonna tank a lot of it. They gotta be kind of careful. It's pink, so they don't have vision of it currently. Alright, they got it. Seems good, man. Olaf never recalled. Okay. There's a Riven. Better to be safe and sorry. Use one of my actives. Enemy team is falling apart here. It can sometimes be a good idea to catch the enemy team as they're running from Baron if they got low from it, but they stayed way too long. They ended up over chasing, and then there's a shroom there. Still fighting us. It's like it's good for us if they come in one by one. I'm gonna step on the shroom. Okay, no, he's got it. Because then it just turns into like a bad play that they forced when you have Baron. Fuck. There's rocked into another shroom. I was using the wrong hotkey. I was trying to use my refillable, but fuck, was my locket up? I guess I was still gonna die once I walked on the next room. Got so much saved up gold. Alright, so we get Ruby Sightstone. I gotta get used to playing support again. You have so many actives and just so many things that you can click and use in a fight like that. Like, I could have placed my pink into a bush to see if there were any more shrooms that I was gonna walk near as I was running. I could have used my refillable potion way earlier. I could have maybe used my locket. I'm not sure if it was up or not. And then also managed, obviously, using my spells. Maybe Dredgeline out of there. I was like saving my spells to try to turn on him, but he did more damage than I expected. What the fuck do I get rid of from here? I got no inventory space. Do I get rid of? I guess I'll get rid of the refillable and pick up like that Teemo is annoying. I'm gonna pick up a Banshee's Veil. Because that'll also block, you know, Dark Bindings and Riven stuns and stuff. I also could get rid of mobility boots and get something else really soon. Like Mercs. Merc Treads or Ninja Tabbies would be both good. That worked out really well to ult the Teemo because it went through and CC'd the Morgana. That's the Nautilus buff. Coming to my aid there. It stuns targets that are, you know, the ult passes through and knocks them up for an extra half a second from what it used to be. So it's really important who you ult on Nautilus now because the travel through CC is so much stronger. You want to ult the targets in the back, because that just means you'll get more overall crowd control in the team fight. You don't want to just ult the closest target. Ulting the backline has become even better. Where's Rumble teleporting to? Oh, wait, that's not Rumble. Oh. Interesting teleport. Alright, we'll go back and get rid of Mobius now. Merc Treads might still be the best. They don't have too much magic damage, but... Oh, actually I can buy straight up Banshees. Let's do that, and then we'll wait. We have a pink ward out right now, but it's in a less than great spot because there's no top tower now. We need to move our pink to somewhere better. Baron's not going to Baron's not going to be up for a while, so we could use our pink to actually help siege, control the area. Fuck. My Banshees ate it, but fuck, that's messy. That was so messy. Kind of like flashed to my death, but I wanted to do as much crowd control as I could before I died or my team died because they were starting to dive. So if I'm getting focused or if I'm able to go in and soak some damage from the tower and get my crowd control off, in a play like that where our team is mostly squishy, it can still come out. Like, it's a messy play, but if we have like some survivors and we ace their team, it is definitely worth it. Let's get some ninja tabbies. That Riven's doing a lot of damage. We need some armor. We can't just keel over and die if we take Riven damage like that. What is this song? Song's unnecessarily graphic. 0 out of 3,389 health. Seems good, man. I think I'm dead, even though I'm not. Watch me like take 1 damage point and die randomly. What are these? Oh shit. This is pretty messy. They might get Baron after this, maybe? We didn't finish. We probably could have just backed out after we took double inhibs, but we were doing pretty well until we took 1 too many shrooms and overall all our health pools were low. Deathfire touch? No, he's got too much sustain to kill that. Oh. Oh. That'll give me 30% CDR. I'll pick up an elixir, and that'll probably be it for this game. I'm probably going to keep skipping some of the songs until it gets to something that we can all agree on. I mean, I usually gravitate towards songs without lyrics because it doesn't compete with the commentary for what you can hear. So instrumental music like this is easier for me to deal with, at least. It's less distracting, and it's also better when you're giving commentary, so you don't have a bunch of voices. If I can deny vision, they probably won't be able to get in range to even ward it. And they'll run out of blue trinkets, but we have such a big lead. Even if they did try to fight us, we would win. It's just we want to get the best possible. We should just grab this Elder, so this final push is guaranteed. And if they fight us here, we'll win anyways, because they're out of their base. We don't have to walk into shrooms set up already. What the fuck killed me? I took 1200 damage from the culling, wow. Can they finish? 2 of them are dead. Oh, the dragon AoE killed us. Damn. Yeah. If we were, I guess we should have just committed to one or the other, like finishing. I was trying to zone them, and the Baron was, or the dragon was pretty low. They're gonna do it really quickly. We could have pretty easily finished this, but I guess when Olaf like ran in with his ult up, our team decided to dive their backline too. But yeah, tanking the Elder Drake plus fighting them and maybe not getting the best circumstance to fight under resulted in a less than great fight. But the idea is like, if we go to try to end with just Baron, there's still a chance that we have to deal with these stupid Teemo shrooms walking through the fight, and we might not sweep all of them. But if we get the Baron plus the Elder, or they come out and fight us, it's usually better than having to run through a bunch of shrooms. And I guess we could have probably just finished with Baron though. What does Jhin have? I'm just gonna get his Zeeks. He doesn't have max crit. Yeah, the shrooms are killing people in the base. You definitely have to respect an AP Teemo shrooms late game. Because if you don't have much magic resist, like this Jhin has very little, he will die to like 2 shrooms. Maybe not exactly, but pretty much. If he steps on 1 shroom, he's going to be so low that a shroom and some change after that will be a kill. We don't want to split up. We're going to have to deal with the shrooms. Okay. Good game.